Welcome back to the Ghost Rider channel. 10 reasons why I won't buy a 1000cc bike. I put up a poll on a recent video and I asked, is it better to ride a fast bike slowly or is it better to ride a slow bike fast? Back in my day, my god, I sound like my nan. Back on the 125cc bikes, me and the boys always agreed that it was way more fun to ride a slower 4-stroke 125 flat out everywhere than ride my buddy's 250cc swapped Lex Moto. So I was very surprised that the majority of my subscribers, you guys, voted it would be more fun to ride a fast bike slowly. I'll put my hands up, I think I made a bit of a mistake though. I didn't put an option for I don't ride, so I think at least a few of them votes come from people who haven't yet stepped a leg over a bike, which isn't a diss. Either that or maybe it is true. Either way, today's video is all about 10 reasons why I'll never buy a 1000cc bike. I just want to slip this in here quickly guys. If you do end up enjoying this video, please feel free to subscribe and like this video. I put in a lot of effort to upload every day. It's free to subscribe and you can always unsub later if you feel like it. Right, enough begging. Reason 1. I will never buy a 1000cc bike because I'm a midget. No, that's not true. Well, it may as well be true. But in all seriousness, they're just too expensive for a decent low mileage modern motorcycle. I'm looking at paying at least 10 grand for a 1000cc sports bike, or I could buy a 600cc sport bike for half the price. And for half the price, you don't get half the power or fun. You still get at least 90% of the usable power and 100% of the same fun. But it's not just buying the bike that's expensive. You still have to tax, insure, and maintain it, when that is triple the price of a smaller counterpart bike. The great thing about modern bikes these days is that all the new technology on these, 1000cc bikes, like the Yamaha MT-10, is being trickled down to the smaller bikes like the MT-07, the R6, and the Ninja 400. Reason number 2. Like I said at the start of this video, I want to be able to ride what people call a slow bike fast. I want to go full throttle, banging through second and through third. You can't do that on a 1000cc bike like you can on a 650. I can pin the throttle through a corner and not have to worry about the front wheel popping up mid-corner at 70 miles per hour. I can chop the throttle and be lazy with my gears. You do that on a GSX-R 1000R and you'll flip the bike. I like how 650s are geared. If I'm sat at 60 miles per hour in 6th and want to go faster, I won't be lugging the engine by twisting the throttle. You do that on an R1 with its long gearing, you won't move. The chain will slap and you'll be severely putting load on the engine. If you buy a 200 horsepower R1, remember, you don't have 200 horsepower sat in 6th gear at 4000 RPM. That's where torque matters, which is why I won't buy a 1000cc. I can't be bothered with always keeping the bike at 7000 RPM, which in turn makes the response snappy and aggressive. Reason number 3, I love 2-strokes and I'll be sad to see them die out. Obviously, you don't get a 1000cc 2-stroke. That would be mental. I remember having a go on my friend's Yamaha DT125, which is a 2-stroke of course. The power delivery is like nothing else. It felt like VTEC but for bikes, like a VFR, but more turbo-like than anything. It's gutless, then so in other words, I love them and I want to buy more in future. It's more fun power. Reason 4, they're too dangerous in my hands. Let me explain. I love nothing more than to hoon around, pulling wheelies, overtaking when it's safe, and at every opportunity. I love practicing my wheelies and plan on getting really good at them, but I like my wheelies to be at under 20 miles per hour in a car park or on an empty road. I mitigate as much risk as I can to have a safer bit of fun. If I fall off at 10 miles per hour, big whoop, you can walk it off. I'm not interested in 100 miles per hour wheelies, believe it or not. Bikes that are suited to slower speed hooning around on are smaller, lighter bikes. No one who owns a CBR 1000RR likes to wheelie at 10 miles per hour and not 60. But I know for a fact that I would get curious on a Fibre and start doing dangerous things, such as 100 miles per hour wheelies past cars who want to race. So it's for my own good really. I don't trust that when a BMW M5 indicates me to race, that I won't try show off and go past him or her, it's 2020, on the back wheel. Right guys, so we're at number 5, reason number 5, we're halfway through. I want you guys to give me an answer at the end of this video. The first 5 questions I've trimmed down every time I've done this. Every time I've taken a breath. I want you guys to let me know. It takes a lot longer to edit out every time I take a breath, but would you guys rather that I continue to make shorter videos by taking out all the breaths? Or would you rather the second half, which I'm not going to edit them out? So you tell me. There'll be a poll towards the end of this video for you guys to answer that. Reason number 5, never meet your heroes. Life is all about attainment. You thrive to get a nice family, a big house, nice cars, and a fast bike. My dream is to own a Ninja H2. The desperation and need that I feel for owning one is part of what makes me so focused and determined to do well in life. It's not about the bike, it's about the journey, they say. I don't want this journey of looking forward to owning a Ninja H2 to end. I don't want the feeling of being in awe and putting the bike up on a pedestal to go away. In life, it's awesome to have a fairy tale or a dream. The H2 is my fairy tale, so I'll never buy one. Even though people leave the best consistent reviews of how great the bike is, it's perfect in my eyes, and I don't want the way the shifter doesn't like slipping into neutral to knock my princess off of her pedestal. As much as I love hooning on the roads, I want to start track racing. 1000cc superbike racing doesn't seem fun to me. I want to ride to the track, throw down some average laps, and perfect my technique. I think 600cc at most is always more fun on track. I wouldn't even mind something like a 250cc on track, to be fair. Anyone can pin a throttle. Only skilled riders can perfectly hit each apex and trail brake around slower riders. So that's another reason why I won't buy 1000cc. Reason 7, it will never be good enough. What I mean by that is, when I meet up with other bikers, they all love my 650. Never has anyone taken the piss out of it or called me slow. But as soon as someone pulls up on a 1000cc sport bike, it turns into a bit of a dick measuring contest. It becomes cringy and embarrassing because they're all in competition who has the best or fastest bike. At least with me, I'm not seen as a threat to their manhood, I guess, and I'm happy to keep it that way. I bought a bike for freedom, adrenaline, and the culture, not to be disrespected because I only have 198 brake horsepower compared to their 202 brake horsepower. Reason number 8, it's a sign of the times. So I've already explained that I want to master smaller bikes and learn on a track what the limit of my capabilities and abilities are. By the time I become skilled enough to confidently say, my riding is so good that the 600cc power is holding me back, internal combustion engines will be dead and gone. Maybe. I love riding and I love putting miles on my bike, however, I'm becoming more conscious about my carbon footprint, believe it or not. I want to try reduce my footprint as much as possible, and by the time I become a highly skilled rider, electric bikes will have the technology that currently is missing. Just like electric cars today, bikes won't be far behind, and I'm okay with that. Reason number 9, you guys are gonna love this one. My wife won't let me. My wife's amazing, she supports everything that I do, and I mean it, everything. But she also knows what I'm like. Remember back in reason 4, number 4, when I mentioned the temptation of doing 100mph wheelies? Well, she's 100% clued up on motorcycles, and she knows my personality traits. In her own words, you can't be trusted, you hooligan. Which, yeah, she knows me too well. We've made it to number 10, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, I'm going to put a poll up on screen now. Would you rather the first 5 points where I edited out all of the breathing, or would you rather I don't bother with that? Are you okay without it? Let me know. Reason number 10. The 10th reason why I'll never buy a 1000cc bike is because the stigma that comes with them. Many a time do my friends get pulled over for absolutely no reason on their 1000cc sport bikes. When you ride past a policeman in my area on a 1000cc, a little alarm goes off in their heads. I like to spend all of my time riding, not speaking to the cops. Nothing against the cops at all, I love them. What's worse is most of the time coppers pull over these lovely looking super bikes just to chat about the bikes, and you get to play the bullshit game of happily answering, "Hey, how fast does that go, son?" To which we always reply, "Apparently it does 180, but I don't go over the speed limit, officer, ha ha ha, wink wink wink." And then we all do the forced laugh and go through the rest of the rigmarole, I can't say that word, and boring conversation. No hate on police, but it's true. You 1000cc super sport boys, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They'll ask you, how fast is it? Or what cc's is that? And that's no hate to the coppers, I do the exact same thing if I'm sat on the beat with nothing to do. Absolutely fine. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Ghost, have a great day, have a great night. I'll see you all in tomorrow night's upload.